Robin with TMI Gifts, and we're going to show you how to make a magnolia wreath today. And we're going to start with the base of our 24-inch evergreen work wreath. This is a square version. We're also going to use our white parchment or paper netting, paper mesh. We're also going to use our chevron netting. This is a poly based, and it has a little chevron pattern on it. We're also going to use our 20-inch moss with gold glamour designer netting as well. Along with those, we're going to use our 3-inch brown with copper glamour ribbon. To start out with, on the base of our wreath, what I've done is just taken some zip ties, which we also sell, zip ties, and I have made a cross. Across here, we'll use this for the center of our flower. Once we're finished with it, after we've added all the petals to it, we will use this to attach the center of our flower in there. And what I'm going to start with is my leaf color, which I have chosen to use the moss green, the regular designer netting, which is just a regular poly mesh. It has a gold glamour line in it, and what we'll do here is just curl it up, make a curl. Now I'll reach inside and grab one side of the netting, and on the outside I'll grab the opposite side, and we're going to pull because we want some length here. Grab it in the middle and pinch it. We're going to place it in the prongs of our wreath and just do a simple twist. Just like so, just twisting it around like a braid tie, and we'll bring both ends up together on this curl. We're going to continue this all the way around the outer edge of our wreath. Do our curl. Get one side of each end, give it a pull. Go to the center, pinch it up, just like so. Place it in your garland tie. Just twist it around. Make it nice and tight because we're going to layer on top of this. Pull both ends together. And they will pull apart, but as we go in filling this stuff in, then it'll create a little fan around the edge to give the look of our leaves for our magnolia. And our last one for the outer edge. Just put that in, twist it in with a real tight twist there. Okay, now we have the outside edge complete. It is a square wreath, but it doesn't have to come out square when you do it. Just keep it in mind that you can use a square or the round, either way, for your creations. Okay, next we're going to layer on our parchment. And what I've done is just cut strips around 12-15 inches or so. And we're just going to curl these up. Twist those over. And we're going to lay this right on top of our green. Give it a real nice tight fit. We're going to place 2 of them in the same opening. Okay, I have the outer ring filled in thus far with our moss green and with our white parchment or white paper mesh. This is our look so far. We're going to go back in on this inner ring of the wreath, and we're going to attach some more of the parchment. But we're just going to do one parchment per tie area. Do it in the same manner that we did this other, with a good tight tie. Right, there's our first layer, first center ring, put into place with our parchment, just using one. And what we're going to do is go back, and on top of this parchment, we're going to layer in our chevron pattern in our netting, and I've cut it in the same fashion, about a 12-inch strip. And we're going to curl these over the very same way, and we're going to attach these right where we attach the others to. Alright, now there's our first layer with the chevron attached in there. And it all still looks kind of tight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our parchment curls and we'll just loosen them up just a little bit, just to give us some fullness. So we look more like the leaves of a magnolia. You see what I'm doing here? Just taking a curl and just kind of uncurling a little bit. With the parchment or the paper mesh, it covers better sometimes than the regular poly mesh will cover. But we'll just loosen a few of these up to give a little more depth to this. And I wouldn't do all of them. We just want to do a little fill in with some of these. Alright, and that's what we look like thus far with those little paper mesh parchments unrolled just a bit. Now I'm going to take some more of this chevron. We're going to do it in half, and we'll, instead of grasping here at the end, we're going to grasp right here in the middle so that we can cover part of our center. We're going to lay this right on top where we've tied all of these others in at. See there, so that the tail goes towards the center of your wreath. Alright, and there's the rest of our chevron used in there. You see how that looks, how it filled it in a little bit more in the center. And we're going to take the 3-inch ribbon, the designer netting mesh ribbon that's brown with the copper finish on it. We're going to use that to make the center of our flower here. And what I've done is just cut this in strips. And what I'm going to do is like making a tag bow. If you've ever made a tag bow, if not, I'm going to show you how. You just take your strip, and in about the center of it, you just pinch it up till you're pretty even, and you just layer these strips one on top of the other, just pinching that up in your finger, just like so. Like so. Layered up with some different lengths in your tags to give a fullness. I'm going to take a zip tie, and right here where my fingers are, just going to run the zip tie between my fingers and up next to my thumb, just coming around there. We're going to tie that off, but before we tighten it down completely, we'll take another zip tie and run through the back of it so that we can attach it to our wreath. Tighten that down really good. Trim off your excess zip tie. Place this down in the center of your wreath in those crosses that you made with the zip ties before we began. And you just pull that zip tie tight. Give a little straighten out of your center. have a cute little magnolia. Great door hanger. If you have any questions on this or any of the other products that we carry at TMI Gifts, be sure to call us at 1-800-869-3395. Visit our website at tmigifts.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.